Always look for the musical point of each piece. In this one, start with the title, Recitative, and the initial description of Adagio Drammatico. So Carter is looking for something operatic. As you know, a recitative is part of the opera that is nearly spoken and is intended to move the plot along. So here we have sections that are almost declamatory in nature, but with great contrast in their delivery. Continue counting the quintuplets as you execute the rhythmic muffling after the written figure. They are as important as the written notes themselves. This occurs later in measure 10 as well. I really like the 27 and 24-inch drums that Yamaha offers as an option with the TP9000 series. Especially in this set, but many times in orchestral literature as well, we have to tune the high drum to a relatively low note like the D in recitative. The 24-inch drum produces a much more substantial sound at a forte level than would a 23. I use the Vickfirth European Classic ET4 Ultra Staccato mallets for this piece to achieve the required articulation for some very fast, light passages. I should also note that too much resonance is not a good thing. Rhythmic articulation can get totally swallowed up with mallets that are too soft for an articulate passage, or with heads and drums that are not conducive to a steep attack gradient. The third part of the sound production equation is, of course, hand position and stroke technique. All of these factors, sticks, instruments, heads, and technique, have to come together to produce the right sound for each piece. The part that begins near the end of the second page and goes until the beginning of the next page is a repeated pattern made up of a series of 11 notes with varied accents. I play the pattern alternating sticking, and since there is an odd number of notes in the pattern, it starts on the opposite hand with each iteration. I isolate the pattern and practice it over and over until it is second nature. Only then do I add the accents, rests, and dynamics.